Hello and welcome to my channel Merchandising with Rana. Today our topic is garments costing, which is most important part of merchandising. Let's have a look on today's agenda. So today I will discuss about definition of product cost and costing. After that, concept of costing, then components of costing, and then fabric cost breakdown and impacting factors and calculation. Then I will discuss two major formula for garments costing. And at last I will explain garments costing with practical example. So, what is the definition of product cost? In accounting, product cost refers to the cost incurred to create a product. This cost include direct labor, direct materials, consumable production supplies, and factory overhead. So, what is direct labor? Direct labor is the cost which we pay workers to make a product. And direct materials are the raw materials which is directly go for producing products, example fabric, thread, etc. Consumable production supplies, it is nothing but marker papers, printers, sewing machine parts for maintenance, paint, etc. Factory overhead, it is actually factory expenses like factory building rent, utility bill, maintenance cost, etc. What is costing? Costing is a process of estimating and then determining the cost of producing a garment, including cost of materials, labor, and transportation, as well as the general expense for operating the business. Let me clear your concept of costing. See, we are making one garment, right? So there should be some raw materials for garments. So major raw material is fabric to make a garment. After that, trim like thread, lace, packaging. See, here I have taken lace and polybag as an example for trims and packaging accordingly. There may be other packaging and other trims also. So, just for an example, you can consider it as trims and packaging. Okay, so these materials have some cost. So, these are raw material cost. And these raw materials go into some manufacturing process to be turned into final garments like cutting, sewing, and finishing. So this manufacturing has some cost, right? So this is called manufacturing cost. Adding this raw material cost with manufacturing cost, we can get the final garments cost. So this is the final product ready to ship. Let me tell you about the components of costing. I already said the major portion of garments costing is fabric cost. After that, trim cost, then packaging. So these three are equally responsible to make a costing because with the packaging you cannot ship the goods. Embellishment cost. This is not mandatory. It is as per requirement, your design sheet or style. If you have print on your style, if you have embroidery on your style, then we can calculate the embellishment cost. Otherwise, you can skip. Wash cost, same. If you have wash requirement for your style, you can add wash cost. Otherwise, you can skip. Test cost. So every garments there should be a testing cost because each and everywhere has some testing requirement. Okay. Now, cost of making or cut make and trimming cost or cost of manufacturing. So you already know that the CM is a very familiar term for garments industry. So it is necessary because you have to pay to your worker. So it is necessary. Then commercial cost. Commercial cost is also necessary because to export garments, you have some documentation charts. Or if you are importing any metal from China or any other country, you have payment and you have LC charts, etc. Okay, buying house commission. It is not mandatory if you are working with buyer directly. You no need to add the commission here. Now let's see the fabric cost breakdown. Yarn cost. So yarn needs to turn into fabric through a manufacturing process like knitting, weaving. Then this fabric needs to dye through the dyeing process. It is actually knit dyeing process I have shown in picture. Then if you have all over print in your style, then you can add this AOP cost. Otherwise you can skip finishing cost. Every knitted fabric needs to go through some finishing process, especially heat setting. Okay, so adding all this cost, we can get the final fabric cost. Now, let me tell you what are the factors which can impact on fabric price. Yarn count. So when you will cost for a fabric, then you must consider which count you are using for your specific style, because different count has different price composition. Of course, you have to consider that are you costing for a cotton fabric or polyester fabric, because the price will be different for different content. Another thing you can see that fabric with various content like cotton and polyester mix. So this is called blend. So if it is blend, like for the 100% cotton price and 95% cotton and 5% elastin price will be different. Of course, our there will be CVC and PC fabric also, which price will be different. Like for CVC, 60% cotton and 40% polyester. So please be careful of that. Then fabric construction. Are you costing for single jet fabric or reef fabric or any kinds of construction? So fabric price will be different. Then weight, GSM, gram per square meter. So different GSM price will be different. Cuttable width. So especially it will impact on consumption. So price will be different for that. Incoterm. If you are importing any fabric from overseas, then you have to consider this Incoterm, because if it is export, then you need to pay for the transportation cost, and if it is CIF, then your fabric mill will bear the transportation cost. Anyway, this transportation cost will be bear by you. Either you will pay to your fabric mill or you are paying it to your forwarder. MOQ, another major factor actually. For lingerie, fabric consumption is very less. That's why this MOQ is continuously coming into the consideration. So if to run a machine, there should be a minimum order quantity which needs to fulfill. But sometimes our order is less than MOQ. After that, we need to add some surcharge here. So you need to consider that. Unit of measurement. It is another point which you need to consider, because for lingerie, sometimes we are calculating consumption in kg or in meter, and also fabric price will be in meter or in kg. So you must consider that. Let me calculate the fabric price with an example. Say I have one fabrication like 95% BCI cotton, 5% spandex, single jersey, 140 GSM. See here I have considered two content like cotton and spandex. So how I will calculate this price? See, yarn one count like cotton. I have taken 42 single, yarn one count price per kg $5.90, and yarn one percentage 95% here. Same in same way yarn two count price and percentage. You can see. So it is a formula. Yarn one price multiplied by yarn one percentage plus yarn 2 price multiplied by yarn 2 percentage plus and so on, if there is any other content available in this yarn. So putting all this value in this formula, we can get the yarn cost like 6 to 36. You can put in Excel or calculator, you will get this value. Now I have yarn cost per kg, knitting cost per kg, dyeing cost per kg, finishing cost per kg, and process loss. Process loss actually it is depends on fabric mill efficiency, how much they can achieve and how much process loss. So you have to consider that because in every process, like from the yarn to knitting, knitting to dyeing, dyeing to finishing, there is some wastage of fabric. So that's why you have to consider this process loss. Here is the formula: yarn cost plus knitting cost plus dyeing cost plus finishing cost multiplied by process loss. After putting all this value in this formula, you can get the fabric cost per kg. Remember again, unit of measurement. I am considering kg. Now, the major formula of garments costing, the material cost. Material cost is equal to material consumption multiplied by material price. It is a simple formula. You have to remember that. But attention, unit of measure must be same for consumption and price. For a beginner, it is ideal to make any mistake because maybe you are getting consumption from your CAD department in kg, but you are getting price from your fabric mill in meter. So if you multiply this value from different unit of measure, your calculation will be wrong, and it is a major mistake. Okay, so like if your consumption is in kg, your price must be in kg. So you can convert kg to meter, meter to kg, or year. There is a formula. I will discuss in another video. Okay, another major formula is CM. So first look at what is CM actually. CM or cost of making or cost of manufacturing is same thing. Cost of manufacturing can be defined as the cost incurred by a factory to run the factory making garments. Simple term, to make any garments, how much I need to pay. That is the CM. What you need to calculate the CM? CPM, cost per minute, product SMV, expected efficiency percentage. Let's see what is cost per minute. CPM is the cost incurred per standard minute produced by a production line. What is the CPM formula? CPM, cost per minute, at 100% efficiency. Again, at 100% efficiency is equal to total cost of the month, including fixed cost plus variable cost, divided by available minutes of the month. Please, no need to remember this formula. I'm just showing you to make you understand what is the cost per minute. If you need, I will make another video to clear this cost per minute, but not now. But consider that I am considering CPM at 100% efficiency. Please note SMV. What is SMV? SMV stands for standard minute value, which indicates the standard time allows to complete a product. Nothing it is. It is actually how much time you need to make a product. Simple. Standard minute value is equal to basic minute to make a garments plus bundle allowance, machine allowance, personal fatigue allowance. Efficiency percentage. Efficiency is the ratio of total minutes produced divided by total minutes worked by an individual operator or a line. Efficiency is expressed in percentage. Let's see efficiency formula. Efficiency is equal to total minute produced by an operator divided by total minute attended by him. Okay, into 100 because we are expressed in percentage. Note, no line can perform at 100% efficiency. So labor cost per minute increases when line efficiency goes down. What is that? I will explain later. So the major formula for cost of making. Let's see the formula. CM or cost of making is equal to SMV multiplied by CPM divided by expected efficiency percentage. Remember again, it is an important formula. CM or cost of making is equal to SMV multiplied by CPM divided by expected efficiency percentage. Okay, hope you wrote down. Attention, again attention. If you consider actual efficiency percentage in CPM already, no need to divide SMV multiplied by CPM by efficiency again. Hope you remember that I said in CPM formula, I have considered CPM at 100% efficiency. Normally, factory consider with their actual efficiency like 65% or 70%. So you can use this simple formula only. CM equal to SMV multiplied by CPM. Simple. Now let's look on one example. Garments costing. This is a knicker or painting. So we'll make a costing for this. See what you are seeing here. We can see here fabric, lace, elastic. Okay. So let's go for the costing part. Hope you can see. So this is a design pack or tech pack or technical package. Each different buyer has a different terminology, but uh, it is a sheet where you can find the styling, workmanship, fabric details, then trims, etc. Hope you can see. Let me zoom in. Okay, so I'm not going through this one, just for your easy understanding. This is fabric styling, what will be the thread, etc. Material. Hope it's clear. So let's go for the costing tab. See, it is a sample of a costing format, but you can make as you wish. But if you're doing job in your any company, then this company maybe already have some format. Okay, but the concept is similar. See what I consider here. First, this company name, then costing sheet, buyer name, style number, style description, season, quantity, etc. At right side, date, costing serial number, amended if any amendment happen, then you have to put here sales contract now, FOB, etc. This row is important actually. What I have considered here: item description, what material you are using, that will be here. Item reference: if you are importing any material, there will be a item reference or code number by which a mill can identify his product, and you can proceed for any booking like this one. Okay, so then weight or GSM. This will be used in body color. Color actually not mandatory, but sometimes like if solid color fabric and AOP color fabric price will be different. So then cuttable width. Here you also put your hair. Okay. So then supplier. Supplier name is definitely important. This part is actually very important for you. Material price. See, I have considered here uh, FOB or X mil price. Normally, overseas fabric price is in FOB or X mil price, so you have to add these freight charts by yourself. Okay, of course, calculating and checking with your forwarder. Sometimes fabric mill is bearing this one. Then you will get this final CIF value. Okay, let's back to original. Now, this ship mode. Ship mode actually important because are you taking this material from overseas or local? And are you taking it by FOB or CIF input term? Then you have to consider the payment term. If it is LC at site or LC at 90 days or LC at 120 days or TT, there will be a cost. Then again, this part is important for you, the consumption part. You have to you have to be careful for this unit of measure. Okay, net rating means consumption actually, and you have to add your required wastage percentage given from your consumption department. There is nothing but one formula actually. What I have done here. Let me show you just one formula, then you can understand. Here I have multiplied the material price into material consumption into wastage percentage. Okay, if you need to note, please note this one. Okay, I hope it's fine. Okay, similar way I have taken another fabric here. Okay, now I found the total fabric price. Now I need to add the cost of finance. That is 3%. I have considered normally it is 3%, but please check with your commercial department what will be the cost. Okay. So then I have added these two, and I found the total fabric cost 1.16. Now come to the trims part. Okay, see, don't put pressure on your head. What are these terms? Gallon less mesh line. No, do not consider this one. I will make another video with the terminology of lingerie trims. But here, just for an example, I have taken this lace. Gallon lace is a lace which I have shown in the picture. Then mesh line, I will not discuss these things, but just consider this is trims. So for trims, you have to put the name. Uh, then you have to put code where it will be used, front waist, color, weight, supply name, price, transportation cost, total CF cost, ship mode, payment term, unit of measure, consumption, and wastage, final cost. So all together, I found total swing cost. Yes, now packaging cost. Another important thing. In same way, you will put and you will find this packaging cost. Adding all this, I have received the total packaging cost. Now, I need to sum the packaging cost and trim cost here. After that, I will add the 3% commercial cost here. So, I have received the total trim cost is 53 cent. Now, I have added this 53 cent with the fabric cost. So, I have received 1.79, that is $1.79. And if I have other cost, any other cost like garments test, I consider 1 cent. So it is coming $1.80 total garments price. Now another major part, this one. Okay, so I need the cost per minute. I have shown in formula, that is 4 cent. I have considered SMV. What is the product SMV? Efficiency percentage. It can be taken from your planning department. Then, with the formula, I have received this CM charts or CM. Sorry. Yes, if you have any sourcing office, then you have to consider the commission, half commission, buying half commission, etc. 3% I have considered here. Just what I have done, I have taken the percentage of the FOB, what I have received just now, and adding this $2.07 plus 6 cent, my final offer price will be $2.13. Hope it's clear. Let's move on to my slide. So thanks for watching. See you in next video, and please subscribe to my channel, Merchandising with Rana. Thanks.